Hello guys, and welcome to the channel. In this video, we are going to start out with a little bit of day-to-day life here at Pond Bank Farms. Then we are going to talk about the collapse of our barn roof. And yes, it was a bigger deal, so we're going to go in detail and talk about that and what all happened there last winter. And then, yes, I did not forget about you cow guys. We are going to be milking the cows. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's get right into it. So I guess we'll see how much I get done here today. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Figured I better turn on my camera because, well, we're having issues. Started the combine up, ran for a bit, sputtered and stopped. Must be a fuel issue. Okay, I don't know if this will fix it or not, but it's worth a shot. Be careful. Okay, we've been trying this a while now, and I'm gonna have to call our mechanic yet. We had the same issue when he came yesterday, and he just pumped the hand pump like 20 times. He said it started up. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but oh, it wanted to. It wanted to. It's getting close, so I don't know. Okay, we got it started. I got Dad to turn it on while I pumped it back here. Good feeling to get it started. I guess I should have done that before, but he is going out baling.
Why is he going out baling?
Because we have some hay that needs to get baled. Oil's draining. Takes a bit of time, so while we wait for that, let's vacuum the cab. Welcome to the first day of harvest. First day of harvest seems to go like this for me. Most of it's getting the combine ready. You would think I could get it ready before, right? Nope. Nope. Having said that, I'm not too crazy concerned because I'm guessing it's going to be just iffy. But I guess I'm going to combine a bit and then we'll get it tested and see. It might be way drier than I think, might be way wetter, but my guess is 15-16%. Well, from what I can see, this doesn't look like too bad of a windrow. Should get some straw out of here. Yeah, definitely damp. So let's see what moisture the wheat is and see if we have to shut it down or not. Looks like I definitely need to turn the fan up a bit, get rid of some more of this chaff here, but that's all right. Good enough for a sample. Chewing on it, I don't think there's any doubt. It's dry enough actually. But we'll go make sure. Okay, we're gonna grab a gravity wagon or two to take to the field. Definitely not a rush yet. It's showing 16.8, 16.5, 16.8% moisture, so I'm actually surprised. I thought it'd be a bit drier than that by the chewiness of it, but that's the moisture, so guess we'll see how it runs now. I want to do a wagon or two. I don't probably. It definitely is not a huge rush, but that doesn't hurt to do a little bit.
Why are you talking to me?
Well, we're getting the kinks worked out. It's working pretty good actually. And it actually doesn't seem to be running too bad considering we had winter mold in here and generally it doesn't seem like crops are doing as well for people, and I guess we'll see what we get off of this field. Not a perfect sample, but I think that's probably clean enough. It's pretty good. And this is when we get to see the fruit of our labors. Harvest is a great time. Got a bit of straw in there. Should maybe turn the fan up a hair. But not too bad, actually. Hey, we're quitting for the night. We got the one wagon not quite full. Probably about, if I was to guess, 7 ton or so in. And it just got too tough to continue combining. Morning! We are taking the wheat into the elevator, probably 3/4 wagon load or so. We're not combining any today. We could be, but it's supposed to get rain for the rest of the weekend, and next week looks beautiful, and I don't really feel like our straw getting rained on. So we're just taking this in today. It'll be interesting to see the weight and the moisture exactly. We gotta wait until that light there turns green. Now they're putting this in here, and all this grain is gonna go right to the front, and then they can test it and see exactly the moisture and the quality. A little bit of straw in there. Maybe we should turn the fan up a little bit on the combine, but overall, not too bad of a sample. But definitely can be improved.
Why is the fork there?
What's that?
Why is the fork there?
A bug?
Fork.
Oh, I don't know. This is the first of what you will see many loads coming into here. Okay, we brought in almost 7 tons, so I was pretty close. And then we got moisture's at 17.8, so a little wetter than I thought. Definitely can hold off until next week, but that's all right for a start. Okay, not too often you park a tractor on Thursday and you can say this is probably parked for the weekend, but it is probably parked for the weekend because I don't think we're going to be combining anymore, and Jake's going away, so that brings me to the next topic. In the next videos, we are going to be all cows, so I know people here really like cows, so I'm going to be doing that this weekend, and it's a good weekend to do it because the wheat's not ready yet and it's going to be raining anyway, so. Well, another tractor that is parked for the weekend. So it is hard to believe with all the heat that we are facing right now, but 4 months ago was a very different scene on this farm. But we're gonna go a little bit ahead of that, where I had posted a video. We're getting all this snow, we're trying to clear all this snow. It was innocent fun. Little did we know what kind of disaster that would create. In hindsight, we should have thought of it, but we didn't, not really. Our bank barn did not look like this. Let me tell you the whole story. Like I had said before, we got a crazy amount of snowfall. The snow came down thick, it came down heavy, and it would not stop. So everything started late one Sunday night when I came home and I was feeding our veal calves. I was not milking that night, Jake was. I popped into the barn for a quick second to see how Jake was doing. And Jake said, maybe you should go upstairs in the barn and take a look at the beams. They're cracking. I can hear them from down here. So I came up right here, the same hole. And I looked up here. And the beams were cracking. The little, they were like logs. You know how my old bank barn is, kind of. Due to all the snow load on top. And Jake and I both were like, oh boy. When Jake finished milking, he was a little worried to be downstairs in the barn, honestly. But he finished milking, and the next morning, my dad got on the phone with, we have Dave Martin Mennonites, we call them, up here, and to see if they could get a bunch of people to help shovel the roof off, or what we could figure out, because we knew the snow, it was getting warm, the snow was melting, it was getting really heavy, and we knew we were in big trouble. Credit to them, they came and they brought a machine, which I'll put up here, to try to scrape the snow off the roof, and they got like, I don't know, 15, 20 guys to come try help. Ultimately, we realized that it was gonna be too little, too late, so the next plan got into action, and we decided we had to take the cows out from underneath here because we did not know what was going to happen. Well, that's where a little bit of the drama starts. I'm not gonna share too much on that because I hate drama, but I came on here and I shared a little bit about where we took the cows to. We got into a little bit of an issue there. I just want to say with that issue, if you wonder how that's going, it's all settled, and we paid them what we thought was too much and probably what they thought was too little. So if you get a settlement like that, you know that it's probably about right. So that is settled now, and it's in the past. So we are happy that we took the cows out. Obviously, if let's back up a bit. So we took the cows to a farm. So once again, we got on the phone. We got in contact with some truckers. They came very quickly. 3 big trucks to take this side of the barn, 45 cows, and it was looking pretty sketchy. And we had no sooner got them out, part of the roof collapsed, but it did not come through, thankfully. And that is where hindsight is obviously 2020. If we had known what we know now, we probably would have kept the cows in here. But we didn't know. And also, all the snow coming down and melting in through here did make a huge mess. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we took the cows out of this door here. So we took the cows right out here. The truck pulled up out there, and we had the cows out in that yard there, and we just loaded them right out there. And then we were just left with this side, and all of these cows went to a freestall barn. Now, if you know anything about cows, you will know that the transition from a tie stall barn to a freestall barn is bad, even when the normal owners are doing it. But when you have new people with new cows in a completely new facility, credit to the farm we took it to. I can only imagine how hard it was. But obviously they got in worse shape because of it, just because of going from a tie stall to freestall is incredibly difficult, an incredibly difficult transition. We then got to scratching our heads. How are we going to fix this? Is this going to take half a year or a year? Or what are we going to do? Are we going to have to build a new barn? Can we put a roof on the existing structure? What can we do, and how long will it take? Do you guys know the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know? Never has that been more true. So the Dave Martin Mennonites I was talking about before, we got in contact with a contractor of theirs. They said, yup, we can do it, and we'll book you in. It was like 2 weeks away from when the barn roof collapsed. It was about a 2-week span there. They said, we're gonna come up on Thursday, we're gonna tear the roof off, we're gonna have a new roof on, we're gonna have the steel on, by Saturday. Crazy, absolutely crazy. And that is what they did. So first they took the old roof off and cleaned it up. Put, as you can see, they put new beams along the side and set the new roof on. Took the old barn boards off because they were half torn up from tearing the roof off. Put new barn boards on, put the steel on, strapped it. Can you believe this happened in 3 days? I still cannot believe it. It was absolutely incredible. It was mind-boggling. And then we were faced with a big mess, and honestly, guys, being fully transparent with you, this was a very hard time. I don't want to say the hardest time in my life, but it was a stressful time. Your roof is off your barn. Like, that is a very unsettling feeling. And I had a small shed at my place that had also come down the same time, and we had to pull it off. We had Sealy's Excavation, shout out to them. They came in, the incredible excavator operator. It was fun to watch him work, but he pulled off this roof off of the equipment. Nothing was damaged really, which is incredible. And so we had both those buildings down, and it was a very, very stressful time. But we're here now, obviously. So when they pulled off the roof, there's absolute chaos everywhere, like barn boards, junk, everything was covered, and it wasn't part of their gig to clean it up, obviously. So when they had left, yes, the barn roof was on, it was all great, but it was a mess up here. So a shout out to Kervin, a friend of mine from church. He put together a group of people that came to help clean up. Shout out to Ryan, Vernon, and Dale. And they all came up. They helped clean up here. I hope I'm not missing anyone. I don't believe I am. So they came and they helped clean up the upstairs. And obviously, the tiny mess you see is no fault of their own. There were still straw bales, or fault of our own. I was helping as well. There was straw bales here and stuff. So there is, now that we have the straw bales out, there's some more stuff I'm seeing to get out, like this, all that, you know, just a little bit of junk. But here we are. We made it. We survived. We've come out of the other side, guys. And I just want to share this little tiny message with y'all. Sometimes in life we hit things and it's hard to go on. It's hard to, you can't see the other side. There's no light. It feels like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, and you feel like your walls are caving in, and it's just a very stressful time. If you are going through a time like that, hang on, find encouragement. This is not the end. You will come out the other side no matter how dark the times are. And I know there are a lot darker times than we went through. But hang on, hang in there. That was the story of our barn, the journey from tragedy to triumph. We are now running, operational. Everything is pretty much back to how it was. And it almost feels like a dream in a way, because it was just so, you're kind of a little bit in a daze when something like that happens to you. Humans are incredibly capable of overcoming huge things. Now this wasn't that huge compared to some things, but to us it felt big at the time. And we are through it. We came out the other side. Not to mention the Dave Martins that built this donated a large amount, most of their time, to doing it. So it just cost us the materials plus like $3,000 or $4,000 for time, which, if you know that is basically nothing. So huge shout out to them. And that is the story of our barn roof that collapsed. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos of when we're going through it, go back a few videos and watch. There's like 4 or 5 videos. I videoed as much as I could, taking the barn roof off, putting a new one on, and you can go back and watch that. Okay, so we're starting at 4 o'clock tonight. Normally we start at 4:30, so they might not quite have as much milk as normal, but Dad is going away early tonight, so starting a bit early just so he can help me a little bit longer. I'm gonna actually scrape some feet in here before we get started. Okay, we got a fresh cow here. I believe this one's fresh either yesterday or today. So just gonna get her out of her pen to milk her here. Okay, so we are done with what we call the newer side. This part was built on in like the 70s, and this is the older part of the bank barn. So we're about half done as of now. Dad had to leave me for the moment, and he might be gone for the rest of the milking. The feed truck was here delivering feed earlier today, and they had a chain break, and the chain was rusted out. They went back to get everything replaced there. Get back here, start it up, and apparently a hydraulic hose blew. So we're seeing if we can take it to, or Dad's gonna see if we can take it to a hydraulic shop close by to get a new one made. So I am on my own for the rest of the evening. Just gotta go down here and up the other side. So, oh, Dad is back. I guess they're sending a service truck up to get him going. So we are back at it with full force. Well, guys, just gotta go around there. Then we're on the home stretch. That's the last section of 16 cows there, so we are very close to done, and I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat enough for lunch, apparently. Alrighty, we're on the final cow. Dad took the milkers in, so we gotta finish up the milk house. He's leaving now, and then we're done here. Then we have to feed him yet. Okay, just starting the wash, and everything will wash automatically now. So we're gonna go feed the cows. Well guys, that is just a little bit of a sneak peek of what you get to see in the next video. In the next video, nothing but cows. If you want to see that, go ahead and subscribe.